Jai Gurudev, thank you for joining us. Today we are exploring an increasingly important aspect of modern sports, how yoga and meditation contribute to top athletic performance around the world. Many elite athletes across various sports, from cricket to Formula One, basketball to football, and even motor racing, are embracing these ancient practices to elevate their game. With us is an expert from Art of Living Foundation who will help us understand how practices like Sudarshan Kriya, yoga, and meditation can truly enhance sports performance. First of all, thank you for being here. We know yoga and meditation have become a major part of many professional athletes' routine. Can you start by telling us why athletes are turning to these practices in the first place? Jai Gurudev, and thank you for having me. It is an honor to share this knowledge. Athletes, by the nature of their profession, push their bodies and minds to extreme limits. Whether it is the mental focus needed in Formula One racing, the physical endurance required in football, or the precision in tennis, the demands are immense. Yoga and meditation, particularly practices like Sudarshan Kriya, offer athletes a powerful way to handle the stress, increase mental clarity, and recover physically from the wear and tear of intense training. What is fascinating is that these practices have been scientifically proven to reduce stress hormones, improve sleep, and boost focus as athletes face pressure, be it a tight race, crucial last minute goals, or high pressure matches. Tools like Sudarshan Kriya help them maintain calmness, control their breath, and focus on the present moment. That's really interesting. We have heard athletes like Novak Djokovic, Cristiano Ronaldo, and even Lewis Hamilton openly talking about the benefits of yoga and meditation. Could you share some insights into how these practices have influenced their performance? Absolutely. Novak Djokovic, for instance, has openly credited yoga, meditation, and breathing techniques as major contributors to his success. His flexibility, agility, and mental resilience on the court are directly linked to the mindfulness in breathwork he practices. Similarly, Lewis Hamilton has often spoken about how meditation and yoga help him manage the intense mental pressure of Formula One racing. In a sport like F1, where every second counts and split second decisions can mean the difference between victory and defeat, mental clarity is just as important as physical agility. And of course, there is the example of Cristiano Ronaldo, whose dedication to yoga and meditation helps with both recovery and injury prevention in high intensity sports like football, where physical and mental endurance is needed and tested. These practices enhances overall performance, longevity, and focus. These are just a few examples, but there are many other athletes in different sports who are realizing the benefits of combining yoga and meditation with their training routines. That's amazing. You mentioned Sudarshan Kriya as a powerful tool. Can you explain what Sudarshan Kriya is and how it specifically helps athletes? Sudarshan Kriya is a rhythmic breathing technique that is part of the Art of Living programs. It involves different patterns of breath, slow, fast, and rapid, that help to release stress, cleanse the body, and calm the mind. The practice has been shown to reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, boost serotonin levels, the feel good neurotransmitters, and improve heart rate variability. For athletes, Sudarshan Kriya provides a number of benefits. It helps reduce anxiety and nervousness, both of which are crucial in high pressure environments like sports. By training the mind to focus and calm down through rhythmic breathing, athletes can experience an enhanced state of mental clarity. This translates into improved decision making, greater emotional control, and reduced performance anxiety. From a physical perspective, the deep breathing techniques increase oxygen intake and promote faster recovery. Athletes experience less fatigue and muscle tension, leading to better endurance during training and competition. Importantly, it helps balance the autonomic nervous system, which is key to maintaining peak performance over time. That sounds very powerful. What are some specific examples of how Sudarshan Kriya and yoga have been integrated into athletes' training regimens? There are many ways athletes integrate these practices into their training. For instance, Novak Djokovic has included daily meditation and yoga in his routine for years. He uses Sudarshan Kriya to center himself before matches and to help with recovery after them. Yoga, on the other hand, complements his physical training by increasing flexibility, strengthening muscles, and improving posture, which is crucial for his athletic form. In the case of Formula One drivers like Lewis Hamilton, meditation and deep breathing are used before races to enhance focus and emotional regulation. As you can imagine, the high speed nature of the sport demands quick reflexes and precision, but it is also mentally taxing. Meditation allows drivers to maintain composure, reducing the likelihood of errors caused by stress or nervousness. In basketball, we have seen teams that incorporate mindfulness and yoga into their practice schedules. Yoga helps players stretch and recover, and mindfulness techniques, including Sudarshan Kriya, are often practiced in the locker room before games. This helps players stay mentally sharp, reduce pre game jitters, and perform under pressure. It seems like these practices have clearly physical and mental benefits, but do you have any research or studies that show how yoga and meditation directly correlate with enhanced performance in sports? Yes, there have been several studies conducted worldwide that demonstrate the positive effects of yoga and meditation on athletic performance. One study published in the Journal of Sports Science and Medicine in 2013 found that regular yoga practice improved flexibility, balance, and reaction time in athletes. Another study published in the International Journal of Yoga found that Sudarshan Kriya had a significant impact on reducing stress and anxiety in athletes, which in turn enhanced their focus and overall performance. Research from the University of Illinois also showed that mindfulness training, a key component of yoga and meditation, can increase attention, reduce stress, and improve cognitive performance in athletes. This is crucial for sports like basketball or soccer, where players must make fast, split second decisions under intense pressure. Furthermore, a study by the American College of Sports Medicine highlighted that mindfulness practices like yoga can also improve recovery rates in athletes by reducing muscle soreness and inflammation. When athletes can recover faster, they can train harder and perform better over the long term. So, the research seems to back up what many athletes are experiencing firsthand. But how does one get started with these practices? Can anyone integrate them into their routine, or is there a specific way to approach it? Absolutely. The beauty of yoga and meditation is that they are accessible to everyone, regardless of experience or age. For athletes, I recommend starting with simple practices that help build awareness of the breath and the body. Sudarshan Kriya is something that works well once you have built a foundational understanding of breath work. The key is consistency. Even a few minutes a day of mindful breathing combined with some basic yoga stretches can make a significant difference. For anyone looking to incorporate these practices, I would recommend starting with a guided session from a certified instructor. Many sports teams and athletes work with trained experts to introduce yoga and meditation into their routine in a way that aligns with their training goals. That's a great advice. As we wrap up, what would you say is the most important takeaway for athletes considering adding yoga and meditation to their training regimen? The most important takeaway is that yoga and meditation are not just complementary practices, they are essential tools for sustaining peak performance. The mental and physical benefits that come from these practices help athletes not only perform better but also stay healthy, recover faster, and maintain their focus over the long term. In a world where competition is fierce and the pressure is high, yoga and meditation provide athletes with an edge that goes beyond just physical training. It's about the balance of mind and body, which is what ultimately leads to success. That's a perfect note to end on. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. It's my pleasure. I hope more athletes continue to embrace these powerful practices as they truly have the potential to transform their performance, health, and overall well being. Jai Gurudev.